Fortnite Battle Royale. Fortnite. We're winning the crown. Fortnite Battle Royale. Your mom slurps my asshole through a sippy straw. Maybe we can watch Totally Pointless today. My camera keeps moving. Oh, no. No. Okay. In and out of cute dresses. She sucked my whiskey till I blow. Yeah. Barack Obama is where it's at. Yeah. Yo, 2 mile. Didn't save. Save. There we go. This can go there. Oh, I'm gonna put OBS over here real quick. And then I'm gonna get the next scene set up while we're waiting. Guess we could do that. We could do heart rate. We could do fun text. Yeah, that sounds good. We could do opera. We could select this one, which is me. Hello, me. Handsome man. Audio output capture could be, I think it falls under chat, correct? It should be media. Media.
There's countless variations and an infinite source of inspiration, both in real life and popular media. But what if they didn't just feed our dreams? What if they were made manifest, ready to hunt us down and snuff us out? That is the reality Little Nightmares envisions, a world of death, despair, and monsters.
Ow, my fucking neck. Alright, if you're in chat, we're going to do our little 3-minute ad to get it out of the way.
It's not the first game to tackle this perspective, but it's damn near the best of them. A fever dream that can best be described as Hellraiser meets Studio Ghibli. And I, for one, couldn't ask for a better source of inspiration. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Little Nightmares is a celebration of every phobia known to man, and in this video, we'll be exploring their deepest depths. From the metal confines of the moor to the empty streets of the Pale City, and every nasty crevice in between. So let's begin this little tale, one that starts, true to its name, with a nightmare. Waking from the dream, we find a small girl sleeping on a suitcase with her yellow raincoat contrasting the bleak metallic surroundings. This girl's called Six, and she's the unassuming hero of this tale. We don't know the circumstances that led her to this dingy location, or even where this dingy location is, so all we can do is push forward, moving down a dark hallway where small creatures are lurking just outside.
Okay, so we gotta wait for the ad to get
In
done.
our small abode, we pass through a vent and cross.
Let's see, how much revenue have we made per... We made 50 cents last month. We made no cents during July. We made no cents during June. We made 52 during May. We made $2.70. Made no money this last couple of years, so that's great.
The dizzying scale of the environment, or maybe the environment really is swaying in some capacity.
Hello, Super. I hope you get hit with an ad.
And just up from the stairs, there's a strange artifact hiding away to the left. A statue.
I need to stream at 6 a.m. for the most average viewers.
Dressed in a kimono, wearing a porcelain mask, known as a no mask in Japanese performing arts.
Haunting Ground has a spike.
Of them scattered around the ship, so they're clearly significant.
It'd only win.
We can pick up the statue, but we can't take it with us. So in childlike fashion, we yeet that bitch.
Romania. Romania.
Based on the uplifting jingle, surely
all right, well, I owe you 2 miles, Super.
Sure we're not releasing something evil here. And besides, which is silly kids' nightmares. No matter who you are, nightmares. No matter who you
Little mania.
Nowhere, screaming but making no noise. Your teeth falling out.
Okay.
Nami releasing another interactive Silent Hill game. There's countless variations.
Cameras, there we go.
Source of inspiration.
Best camera. Oh, look, you even get the heart rate again. That make you feel better, buddy? You get the heart rate again. I charged my watch.
That is the reality Little Nightmares envisions. A world of death, despair, and...
You feeling good, little buddy, huh? You want a little cracker? Little cracker for Super?
Incredibly complex, tackling countless morbid themes and presenting them through the lens of a child to staggering effect. It's not the first game to tackle this perspective, but it's damn near the best of them. A game that can best be described as Hellraiser meets Studio Ghibli. And I, for one, couldn't ask for a better source of inspiration. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Little Nightmares is a celebration.
Oh, you zoomed in the camera last stream, so I gotta unzoom it in.
Exploring their deepest depths, from the metal confines of the moor to the empty streets of the Pale City and every nasty crevice in between. So let's begin this little tale, one that starts, true to its name, with a nightmare. Waking from the dream, we find a small girl sleeping.
What's up, big dog?
Raincoat contrasting with metallic surroundings. This girl's called Six, and she's the unassuming hero of this tale. We don't know the circumstances
so
that led her to this
I owe you 2 miles, Super.
this dingy location is, so all we can do
1 mile from the last time we streamed. I'm not counting the streams I didn't do the treadmill because we were doing Haunting Ground. And then I had not streamed since the 10th, and today's the 14th, but I'm just gonna give it to you today.
Endless expanse, impossibly large chains,
it's unfair.
Rusted walls with metallic crunches echoing in the distance. Something else to note is the camera itself. It's swaying back and forth.
So Super, I guess the life update stuff. I will be moving into a new apartment on November 15th.
No way to tell from here. All we know is wherever we are, we're deep and just up from the stairs, there's a strange
so in the coming weeks, I'd say starting about already. I signed for this apartment in March, bud. I signed an 8-month lease. Yeah, I know. But I also make $10,000 more than I did when I signed this one. So I had a lot of issues with this apartment complex. First, the floors are carpet. Hate that. They don't fix anything. I can't run my 3D printer in spotted is. Like, basically, I think once I'm done with stream, I'm gonna move the 3D printer over there to, like, around my TV. Like, it's gonna suck to 3D print something because it's gonna be way over there, but
she's seeing.
I can't fucking
To
use
me,
it.
it symbolizes how violent and
Where it's at.
the world she lives in is. Based on
I
her
got this
live
pretty
reaction,
blue
it seems
filament.
that Six has already seen so much violence in her
When
short
I
life that this
would do,
horrific sight
I
is
think I'm gonna be able to
All
afford a
she does is
mortgage.
drag the chair from beneath him and use it to reach
Well,
the door handle.
super.
That shit's cold, a depressing moment that contrasts perfectly with the following scene.
I do
In
not
the
know.
kitchen and opening a fridge, one of the crates from earlier scatters out and hides in a crack in the wall.
Housing market right now in our area is really bad.
Small, pale creature with a large cone covering its head. These
I just got a girlfriend.
are our friends. Light the lamp and he'll warm his little hand.
Right.
Better yet, we can get
I'm not gonna be able to tell my girlfriend, hey,
they'll follow us for a short while and make a bad attempt.
you wanna go get a house together on our first week of dating?
They're adorable
Week and a half of dating. I think that's gonna freak her out, buddy.
With a collective 15 to find, each one is worth hunting down just
So,
for fun alone.
that's gonna be probably at minimum
And I know that that's not
a
what's
year
happening.
to
We love the nose,
maybe
but I
3
want
years
to
down the
bring
road.
to your attention because it means that someone somewhere in the world watched Romeo and Juliet and thought, wow, that's the scariest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. And that really, it just makes you think. Yes, I'm aware that this looks more like
That'd be something to consider.
And yeah, I'm technically cosplaying as a 9-year-old girl right now.
I think all things considered, because me and her have a similar income rate, because right now put together, me and her make 110,000, and then if you add mileage, $130,000.
Creature that could easily have been hostile. Six isn't incapable of showing emotions. She's just selective.
Any house you buy now, it's gonna be fucking destroyed.
In the next section, we encounter the game's first enemy, a leech.
From the previous owners.
There's no proper combat in Little Nightmares. Instead, it's
Well, we're marching into a recession head first because our president's a fucking dirt.
Draining her dry. For now, one leech on its own, it's no problem. They're slow moving and easy to avoid. Even 2 or 3 is a breeze. But moments later, while chasing a gnome, the wooden floor breaks. Dropping us into a dark basement while a swarm of leeches closes in. The sheer volume.
Also, I have it where I can see the activity feed on Twitch. Super.
There's a door at the far end. Getting there's a delicate ballet of running back and forth, grouping up leeches and trying to.
I could actually see it now.
Or countless retries, we break through.
Normal prices. The houses that are right across the street from me, 300K. Brand new, 3 bedrooms, 300K.
And both employ a system of environment-based storytelling. These are games you could
some of them don't even fucking have like yard space. You have a driveway, a backyard that is like my kitchen area, and that's it.
Tarsier Studios, a relatively small team of 77 employees located in PewDiePie land, where funny enough...
Well, yeah, the further country you go, the least expensive it gets. But that's also because you're further country.
Leeches avoided, we step into a large hallway, a connecting point between 2 different sections, except this time, something's moving above.
She thinks my craft are sexy. It really turns her on.
And looking at the location ahead, the windows are barred with a rope made from blankets offering a way inside. It would seem that
every half mile we're taking a little break and we're doing a weight rep.
To escape. An ominous warning that we have nowhere else to go, so we climb up and
I want to start implementing that.
discovering not a brutal prison filled with hardened criminals.
We're gonna do it on the treadmill and I'm gonna fall and bust my face.
A child's play area with swings, seesaws and toy trains. This enormous block with electric fences and barred windows, it's for children. And we know it's not for their protection either, because after leaving the cell,
but yeah,
we stumble across a bizarre security system. And
I think in the long run, because me and her, if we continue dating, make enough money,
and beside an overturned
put together for 120K.
Despite being very young, they're
once
far larger than 6.
I guess like if I think about it,
so small. If these kids are little
once her car's paid off, once her college debt's paid off,
she's walking around solving complex problems.
then buy a house,
Either she's a different species to these babies altogether, or maybe 6 isn't
Yeah.
small at all. Maybe the larger size.
But I definitely see that in the next 2 years.
Childlike state, seeing the mysterious
Maybe
outside
3.
world as something larger than it is.
4 definitely. In the next 4 years, the housing market's going to be terrible.
Home or park many years later for the castle-like scale to be shockingly small in comparison.
I'm debt-free, Super. I don't have college debt.
Small kid make good game design.
I'm proof.
Little of the game's world is ever
Out of the cycle.
This is a
It only took me working like
kind of game.
3 jobs.
Except for anyone that disagrees with me.
And
anyway,
depressed.
Your answers are all wrong. Whatever the case,
I don't even think her college debt's too bad. Not entirely sure. Never really asked. I just know it's a lot. I know she doesn't have some. I forget. I usually remember. I think she was saying like she has the one where it doesn't incur interest until she's out of college. She basically was taking loans out for housing.
As we enter and the door slams behind us, their caretaker enters. It's the long-armed creature.
She'll chime in at some point to tell me I'm dumb.
For the source of the sound as we
Who knows?
bed and hold our breath.
But yeah. They're working. She is. She's working really hard. I mean, I think at this point she doesn't have to take loans out. I'm not entirely sure. I don't ask. That's not my business.
And despite my best efforts, we can't wake any of them, no matter how loud we
Right now she's trying to pay her car off.
I tried to clock one on the head. The only takeaway from this encounter is that the long-armed monster, Roger, aka
Because she works.
he's overseeing these children and he's highly
Kind of like the way I do.
And after climbing out of the bed,
Right.
our stomach starts to rumble.
She makes decent money, but she has to have money for her apartment.
At first, it's nothing to worry about.
So I think each paycheck she takes home maybe $1,800, $1,900.
The rumbles turn into all-consuming pain.
Something like that. And then she pays the apartment, which is about
heart is throbbing and we keel over as if we'll
12
die if we
something, and then internet, and then
But as luck would have it,
my parents do too. Like, mind you, my parents will pay off a vehicle. Like, they'll sell a house, pay off, like, put a deposit onto the new house, and then the extra money they have, instead of putting it in the brand fucking new house they just bought to fully own it, not to deal with mortgages, well, take that money and pay off their other debts. Which then, in return, the moment they total a vehicle, right back in the debt cycle.
A large staircase where we head up to discover what looks like a dead end. But while looking around, a gnome scurries into a closet, revealing a secret lock.
If you sell a house for more than the house you're buying is worth, you pay the fucking house off.
And the door temporarily opened.
That is common sense 101.
For the player, be suspicious of your environment because there are
You
secrets
pay
to be found. Dragging a
that
chair
shit
across,
off.
We place it on the tile and gain entry, finding a large eye with a
Now, I know, like my parents, like when they sell a house, they have to pay the previous loan off.
Always watching, even children while they sleep. It harks back to the George Orwell's
My mom has totaled
Right. Let's see which one of us can touch his toes.
It's a perverse invasion of privacy from bedroom
2 Jeeps
and finally what looks like the
in the
private
last
quarters of the master
6
lady.
years. I'll give her that. One of them wasn't her fault,
Make it very far before hunger strikes
but it
again.
easily could have been avoidable.
This time with a haunting music track to boot. Desperate for food,
Dude, my dad doesn't like driving.
stumble across
I'm
a
pretty
hedge
sure.
with food waiting at its center.
Like, he has a big, massive truck, and I've seen him drive that fucking thing
Already snacking away,
maybe
nothing's happening. So it's
once a month.
activated, and even if it was, I don't think we have a choice, which goes to show how severe the pains are.
My dad is the
Herself in
passenger
danger,
princess.
she's also willing to eat rotten meat that's been shared with several potentially disease-carrying rodents.
I've never been in an accident. I never hit anything that's value was above $100.
When a familiar set of arms swoop in and slam the door shut. The janitor knew exactly what he was hunting, and we took
Never hit
far
anybody,
tighter
never
rats than
killed
squirrels.
anything bigger than a dog.
Waking up sometime later, our cage is stored alongside several other kids, where it's evident they're being
I've only
processed.
popped or put a hole in my tire 3
Dragged
times.
to some unknown fate, we need to escape as quick as possible. So by running back and forth,
I
we're able to
completely
walk off the
shredded
side
one of my
and break
tires to the point I had to fully replace it.
Once freed, we
The
must
other one, I got a
take
nail in it
the
sideways.
We can't even try.
It punched a
despite
hole through the
knowing
sidewall,
serious trouble. We
and they
even
cannot
had the
replace it.
audacity to use a cage
And then I got a
jumping
bolt
from it and swinging up
that was a
the
9-inch
door
bolt
shut.
through my
This
fucking
callousness,
thing.
alongside her earlier indifference to the hanging man, it makes you question exactly who we're playing as. Has the cynical nature of the world really made her this indifferent to the suffering of others, or is she actually
Yeah, I
just
don't
a
blame
bad
your mom.
person, maybe even slightly wicked? Trying to figure out where the janitor's brought us, we eventually stumble across the man himself, engrossed in his work, where we get to see exactly what his job is.
Dude, I don't know what it is about me walking on the treadmill. I instantly, like, have to use the
The
bathroom.
children are being
I could use the
carefully
bathroom
taken
before
and parceled like
getting
a
on
ball
it.
with a fine
I
cut
will not eat
before
between
we
using it and getting on it.
conveyor belt. And
The
this doesn't
moment I get on the
seem to be an obvious
treadmill,
sign of this
I had to go to the bathroom.
corporation's sheer scale. But where are these parcels going and to what end? We can only speculate, but what we do
So
know
we're taking a bathroom break.
can't be good.
Bathroom. Bathroom. Bringing my cell phone. Hey, Super, shut up. No, don't ever say that again. Never say that shit to me again. Fucking weirdo. Talking about my loose asshole.
Watching this creature work, it becomes clear that the
Fucking
janitor's
weirdo.
blind, working off sound and feeling his way through the work. He wasn't touching
Oh,
the
we gotta
light
do
on
a
because it was dark.
a
That's just the way
pump.
he sees the world, using his long
Yeah,
arms.
bro, let's get our pump on.
There's only one way forward though, by sneaking behind him, and after plucking up the courage, the floorboard creaks,
No, we can't do that.
causing the creature to turn around and inspect the area, feeling within inches of us before walking away. The encounter reminded me a lot of Pan's Labyrinth, specifically the scene with the Pale Man, a movie that makes for a great comparison to Little Nightmares. Both feature young heroines fighting for their lives in a mysterious world where fact and fiction blur together in a horrific mess. For the rest of the level, Six and the janitor play a lethal game of cat and mouse, with the janitor blocking our progression in a variety of ways, resulting in Six looking for distractions in the environment, like clapping monkeys, or the dinging of broken clocks. All of which are interspersed with heart-wrenching chase sequences where one wrong step will land us in the janitor's long clutches. No matter where we run, this monster is always one step ahead. There's even a moment where we have to winch open a hatch, and the whole time you know it's going to hear you, so you have to speed through the turns, managing just to slip through its grasp and dropping into a vent. And inside that vent, we arrive at what looks like a disposal room, with hundreds of shoes piled up, along with other personal effects. It would seem this well-oiled machine has processed countless victims, invoking imagery of genocide as seen across various wars. But it's not just the imagery you have to worry about. Dropping down and wading through, something's lurking beneath the surface, ready to pull us down if we don't reach solid ground fast enough.
Bro, I'm basically fucking yelling to the mic.
Zigzagging between surfaces, we eventually reach an exit.
Every time.
And while mooching down a long hallway,
Every time.
the janitor drops behind us,
Okay.
chasing
Oh, a lot
Six
better.
until we reach a lift, but it's a dead end. There's nowhere to run, so we hide inside an overturned box as the beast lurches inside, searching for us. With the lift ascending, we wait, hoping he doesn't reach into the box, and while here, we get a better look at the creature, with its big old teeth grinding harder than your average Molly enthusiast. And looking at his face, his skin's been pulled down, flapping over his eyes and revealing a bare skull. It would seem then that the janitor isn't blind naturally, but rather the folds of its skin are blocking its vision. It's as if his mask of humanity has slipped, and
That's just
being blind to
hard.
the horrors occurring was the only way he could maintain his work. And if we look at any of the most famous monsters ever made, the Cenobites, Freddy Krueger, Slenderman, Skylar White,
My name is Skylar White, yo.
you'd be hard-pressed to find any monster that doesn't at least have a basis in human anatomy, and that's how Little Nightmares is about designing their monsters. They're all disturbing, but all based on caricatures of the human form, with engrossed sizes or gangly limbs, and it's as effective here as it's always been.
I just did a set.
Also, with the fedora, the long hands, and even the ear-to-ear grin, I wouldn't be surprised if this character was intended as a nightmarish version
It's
of
time-
Mr.
no.
Tickles from the Mr. Men series. I mean, what better way to
If you
demonstrate
redeem it
Nightmare
in the
than
midst of me
by
doing a
childhood
set,
icon?
right? You
After completing a
forfeit.
few more tense encounters,
You're
we
fucking
finally
redeemed.
bring this chase to its climax, sliding into a dead end with a heavy door stuck on a metal cage. Reaching in with his long arms, he taps around trying to find and kill
Here, I'll do one at a
his
quarter.
arms by jumping between
So
two
when we hit a
buildings,
quarter
he
mile,
find an opening,
I'll
dive
do a
towards the
set.
box and break its two supporting beams. Slamming the door shut, both arms are severed, rendering the janitor a danger to no one, being both blind and armless. Oh, and in grotesquely humorous fashion, the arms will wriggle and tap around with a life of their own for a few moments before finally coming to a rest.
You can extend my walk.
The following
Dude, you
level
can
starts
basically
with
run a
the
cycle,
meat hook system, dangling over an impassable ridge,
right?
landing on a mound of bodies, and climbing down.
I walk a quarter mile,
hit with pangs of
set.
hunger.
Walk a quarter mile, set.
But as luck would have it, our dinner's just been caught. A nice, juicy rat. Unlike the previous encounters, which were more or less food, this is a different undertaking altogether. It's a living, dirty creature, but the hunger, it's unbearable, so needs must. And speaking of culinary delights, we're now in the kitchen, run by the chef. A sickly skinned butcher with a drooping cherub-like face, punctuated by sad, dead little eyes. It's like looking in a fucking mirror. He's preparing dishes in a large kitchen, one we must navigate carefully, making any kind of noise, and that cook will be hot on us, chasing us around the counter to the best of his limited ability. Encounters in this level offer a more traditional gameplay experience, running from monsters, hiding out of sight, and looping around the environment.
So yeah, moving
trying to
apartments.
find a way out.
I had gotten a quote for
Little Nightmares is often described as stealth-based, but apparently Tarsier prefer the term
a moving company.
feeling the term stealth
So
give the slightest
the way that
impression
it's
of
going to
additional
work,
character. And
I
agree, it does feel like
assume,
a lethal game of hide and
is
seek.
they're going
It's
to
run by
come
monsters too large to reach under the table. So rather than fully
take all of my
commit to
big shit
capturing us,
for
they
me.
treat Six as a minor nuisance and continue their work.
It doesn't seem like
I don't get paid enough for this shit.
After all, they're just
I did ask
security is
about the
a
ISP
concern,
thing.
but once you've got over the fear of
They
their
do not
presence
care.
and familiarize
They're
yourself with
wired
their
for
behavior,
Xfinity,
venturing out and running
but they
through
said
encounters
if I
is
wanted to go with a
a
different
creepy
company,
sense of childlike
I would have to
play
get in
that
contact with that
sparks the
company,
gold of We're Caught.
and they can come wire it as long as
And
they
we
don't
do
destroy the
talk about
building.
location itself, because it's where the
So as long as they could wire it
package and ship
or do what they need to
hide
get
out.
me
It would seem like the
service,
elaborate prison downstairs
it's good.
is nothing more than a sick form of livestock, fueling whatever feast is
So
in
I
the
could
way.
switch
A little humanoid
back to
invasion,
Spectrum.
if you will. A process we witness firsthand when we activate a sausage-making machine by dropping hunks of meat.
I don't know what
into
that
the
is. Super.
Tonight on Kitchen
Hmm.
Nightmares, Gordon
I think we have Xfinity, Spectrum, AT&T.
he's ever met.
hunks we find in a freezer room, pre-chopped next to various hanging packages. This could be A5 Wagyu beef for all we know.
I just have
Some
to
would
see.
wager it's from a more ominous source, and by grinding it all up, we build a DIY sausage.
Spectrum
sandwich.
minimally uses fiber now.
Forged off the back of less fortunate captives. And if you had any doubts about the scale of the feast being prepared,
I don't know if
watch
we
them make
have
the
Fidium, but I'll look.
There are hundreds of dishes. It's not for one or even a group of people. It's evidently for hundreds, maybe even
If you have
thousands,
Fidium,
and
use
being
Fidium.
fooled in the most horrific
What's
way
speeds,
imaginable,
though?
with carrots.
After
We also discovered that the chef has
500
one who
megabytes,
works and even lives alongside.
it doesn't
They
matter
provide beds and
to
even
me.
toilets. I mean,
As long as my
imagine
upload is
cheek to
minimally
cheek, shitting with your
20
mate. It can't get
megabytes,
any better. With the two of
I don't
them,
really need
it's
much after
a lot
that.
harder. They're able to work together, cutting off loops and generally covering more ground. I mean, I'm no mathematician, but his addition makes the area at least twice as challenging. In appearance, the only difference is their mouth and eyes, with one set appearing dead with a wide gob, and the other having wonky eyes and a pretty little puckered mouth. And the real kicker here? That's not even their face. It's a mask.
Yeah.
And
But if
while
I go
we
with
even know what
Spectrum,
lurks underneath,
I
if
get
you consider this
sports
a mark
channels for
of
free.
they must be concealing one ugly mug.
I get
Anyway,
Disney
luck would
Plus
have
for
it,
free.
the stacks up is
I
exactly
get,
right where we need 'em, under the meat hook. Also, the wicked irony that the most useful tool in our journey so
Peacock
far,
for free.
a conveyor belt designed for processing children, really shouldn't be lost on us. But when we spot an opening, we clamber up, avoiding the twins and riding out of the kitchen into a
So we get a bunch of stuff for
where we
free.
quickly dismount and avoid capture before jumping
Yeah.
back on the hook just before the chefs get hold.
It
of
really
us.
depends on the Spectrum in the area, though. Because Spectrum on
Most people
Thibodeau,
have had enough of
a
our
lot of people said it was bad. but I never had an issue with it.
We quickly stumble across a hatch with a bright light radiating through, and by climbing up,
Like Spectrum and Thibodeau, because I'm moving cities. I'm moving from the city I'm in to the city over.
Miles away from humanity, deep at sea, which means even though we found a way out, we're still stuck because we have nowhere to go. And yes, I know if you watched any of the promotional material, you'll have known that this was a vessel deep at sea. But I went.
Spectrum gives you free modem and router. I just need a modem. I don't need a router.
Shattered any hope of escape that Six had. So for anyone that hadn't played the game and hadn't watched the promotional material, I withheld that information just so that they could experience it with me. But back to the more, and to make matters worse, a whole host of new guests are arriving, walking into the ship in an endless procession, like the twins.
Quarter mile done.
With squat proportions and hunched postures, but they are dressed to impress, suited and booted, walking like cattle deeper into the vessel. Is this a secret gathering of the world's elite, here to eat the most forbidden food money can buy, or is this some nightmarish Noah's Ark situation where waters have flooded the earth, forcing its remaining few to huddle on board one vessel and grow food no matter the cost? We're in the penultimate act now, arriving into a vastly different environment. Fashioned with Japanese decor, this area looks like a traditional sento, and with a guttural chant, the guests file in. Following them inside, for the first time, we see the food being consumed. It's a piggish feeding ground, with countless guests tearing into their meals, hidden behind shoji screens or sat shoulder to shoulder at high tables. Between the chanting, scoffing, and various wet noises, this entire scene is revolting in such a unique way, especially when you bear in mind what these people are actually eating. This scene really reminded me of Spirited Away. In particular, the start, where Chihiro's parents eat the witch's food without permission, picking down on it until they're transformed into pigs themselves. And it turns out this inspiration wasn't just in my head. In a 2017 interview, lead designer Dennis Talajic and producer Henrik Larsson said, "We find inspiration from many places. Among others, we find inspiration from Studio Ghibli movies and also the City of Lost Children." And the latter is an interesting one.
Want to take a quick
break? Ron Perlman, I'd never
something.
seen that film, so
Hello. I want to take a quick break and I'm going to look at something real fast. Full screen.
Also, because it was
Chat GPT. Sorry, Super. I'm chat GPT and something. Let me see if we have Fidium. I'll look it up for you. Fidium. So they have AT&T, Xfinity, 5G internet, Earthlink, Starlink, and this really shitty one that's local to our parishes that's closed. They do not have anything other than that. And then for wireless, they have Verizon. Let me see if they have and on super. Here, I can call Spectrum. Here, let's call Spectrum. You can't hear it. Residential. I got a human. The apartment number is 925. I'm sorry, the address would be 100, and then the Belmere, and then the yeah, it's weird for how the delivery address is. It Yeah, I don't think they're wired for Spectrum. So, I'm looking at my apartment complex's reviews. They have like a 4-star average. I paid too much money over here for this apartment to have big dents in the ceiling, doors, and walls. Management never replies. Door and walls aren't even painted good, and the doors keep coming off the hinges. Don't plan on renewing my lease here. You should just save up to buy a house at the price they're trying to make you pay at this point. The apartment complex is a joke. And then the owner of the complex was like, we don't have a resident under your name. We have no record of maintenance requests or concerns matching your description at all. Dude, my girlfriend was dogging me because on Google reviews, I like leave a ton of like reviews on Google. And she was like dogging me hard about it. With Spectrum wires for free. Yeah. Hey.
Teresa, I don't hear the thing. Shaker.
Uh, okay, I appreciate it.
Any other questions?
I can't go with Spectrum. They don't have it in the complex. They said it's not serviceable. Fuck. That sucks. Yeah. You want to sit here and try to make a Android app for the fucking watch? Cool. Whoops. I'll get to your stuff in a sec. Okay. So we need to get the Android Studio. Nope. But I don't know how to use ChatGPT. Okay, we're installing the thing. I don't know what ADB is. Cool. Okay. Wear OS. Okay. There you go. So an Android. No. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. No. Dude, it's right there. Like, I'm looking at it. Is there a way just to install health? Well, it's not finding health. Yeah, it might be. I'm using AI and AI. Using one AI to question the other AI. No. No. I just want to see how bad it's gonna loop. See, it's just looping really bad right now. Where it's not fixing anything. No. I want to see how long it takes for it to like figure it out on its own. Because at some point, right, it's going to figure it out. Open a new chat with it. Exact same errors. Super. This is the point in time where I'm just fucking around, not really caring. You would think for something like this, it would be able to just spit out its own fix. Right? Because it's made by Google and it's an application for Google. So you'd think they would be able to like make a tool. Right? So like here's feature, the data types is the issue, data types, it says right there. What if we do boop? Boop. Yeah, same fucking. Yeah, but it's their own tool. Yeah, let's throw in ChatGPT, see like if it comes up with an error. Resolve. Let's see which AI is smarter. Yeah, I know. I understand how the shit works, Super. I'm just dicking off. Okay. New project. Wear OS. Empty Wear app. Just do that. I know. No. So I need to be on API 35. Oh. How the fuck did it get a typo? Whoops. Oh. Oh. Whoa. Started with very few errors, now we have a shit ton. See right here, clear repository provided their artifact, right? It's telling us how to fix it. If it just brute force that shit, I'm gonna be so dumbfounded. If this builds, it'd be really fucking crazy. I think it generally fucking deleted the whole file for the I think super right. It generally deleted the whole file, correct? Hang on. Okay, it cannot resolve it. Dead. 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 I think the thing it's asking for doesn't exist anymore. I think I figured it out. You just got rid of something. It's very it's psychotic that you can make it just auto update your shit, because it full on just deleted a file of mine that I made. Oh. If this fucking builds, whoops, it'll auto kill itself if you ask. Yeah. Only this part looks like it died, and it always messes up the data type stuff. And then text field. It fixed one of the errors. Now it's just stuck on the text field one. That's insane. It's actually making progress. Now it also has 13 errors right now. How long do you think it's going to take? I'm going to guess like 5 minutes for it to stop looping. It's going to take about 5 minutes. The vibe coding grind. I'm just watching it do it. Hey, it's down to 3 errors now. It's still at 3. What is it caught on? Let's see. It is caught on this one section, which is unregistered callback, object, and then override. It's making progress. Oh, same issue. Same issue. Man, we should just I'm gonna walk on the treadmill while it fights itself over this. Oh, I have to do a set. I forgot I have to do a set. Dude, it's just going. How long do you think it's gonna take? It's probably gonna kill itself, right? Where it deletes everything again. It just looped again. Dude, what's up with like applications like this and you know? Like you would think it would just figure out what to do. No, it doesn't have access outside of the project, only the project files. It got more errors now. It's fighting with itself. To be fair, I wouldn't know how to fucking do it myself either. Probably could learn, but I also like watching an AI suffer. Yeah. It hasn't even pushed to do a build yet. It just stopped. Oh, it added back the error. It's now at 6 errors. Yeah. I mean, a lot of those fucking AI bros, the way that they train their models isn't on shit where it's able to solve issues like this. It's on those bullshit mathematics simulations that do basically jack shit. Oh, it can solve 1 billion math problems within a nanosecond. Okay, but can it do basic coding on its own? No. Oh, so it's absolutely worthless. Like, congrats, it can compute. So can a computer, you know? Dude, it's still thinking. You think we killed it? When we hit a quarter, I'll reset the AI and let it loop by itself. Oh, editing files, responding. Oh, responding. Editing files, responding. It's doing something. I don't know if it's for the better or for the worse, but it's doing something. There's no way it fixed it. There's no fucking way. That would be insane. Hmm. So it builds, but it's shitty. Well. Damn. Okay, I'm giving up on this shit, bud. I'm giving up on this shit. How about you figure that out, huh? That seemed like a good plan. You figure it out. You want to do that for me, buddy? Huh? You want me to throw you a bone, huh? Super want a bone? Super want a bone? Maybe. Pussy. I'll give you a bone, buddy. I got you.
Balls to the wall insane. And while I'm no expert, there's one clear theme throughout: childhood innocence, both the fight to preserve it and the various ways in which it can be corrupted, with the octopus using orphan children as thieves and Crank stealing them to try and extend his life.
Crank that shit, soldier boy.
It is an exceptionally entertaining movie, made all the more entertaining by the fact that Ron Perlman, despite starring in a French movie, doesn't speak a lick of the language.
One impossible. One parvola.
Returning to our guests, despite having more food than anyone could possibly consume, it's still not enough. Once spotted, the guests will throw their food aside, crawling like animals to try and reach 6, ready to eat a child whole given the chance. This unstoppable, all-consuming hunger is the biggest theme.
It's not fair, Super.
Nightmares. In fact, the game was originally
It's not fair.
Hunger, and was later changed when Bandai Namco agreed to publish the
bit.
game. But we see the hunger not only represented
Super.
guests, but also with
Good night, buddy.
and her increasing pains, both of which are housed inside an enormous sea-based engine designed from the ground up.
I'm probably gonna finish this mile and then
this endless hunger, to me,
go to bed.
serves almost as a mockery of humanity's excessive capitalism. I know that sounds pretentious as fuck, and maybe even a little bit cringe, but don't worry, I'm not about to whip out a communist manifesto.
So that means you're gonna be net
Little
zero.
Nightmares is like a horrific version of Wall-E. In that movie, humanity returns to Earth on a giant ship as a group of immobile, lazy consumers, happy to sit around all day eating whatever comes their way, unable to even walk by
Let's
themselves.
get to net zero.
Little Nightmares takes that idea and sprinkles a bit of Edgar Allan Poe into the mix, presenting a ship filled with grotesque humanoids consuming endlessly until they're too large to walk, literally gorging themselves to death. There's an easy comparison between the two stories, and both are a warning to the viewer. Sometimes overconvenience and excess don't breed happiness. But back to the game, if this hunger is affecting everyone,
So,
present,
20
maybe that
minutes,
explains the feast.
and we'll be
Perhaps they're
done.
opting for a gruesome final blowout. Rather than
Does it pop
fading
up with
over time,
pace?
they're gathering and burning up like bright stars. It seems like a solid possibility, but then who runs this ship and what do they get out of it? They can't be
Speak my
consumed by
language.
hunger, or they would have gorged to death as well. And we've already seen multiple creatures that aren't obsessively consuming food, like the janitor or the masked woman. So there's still plenty of mysteries to unravel. And after exploring
from
the
a
area
land
for
down
short while,
under.
multiple screens burst open and several guests crawl towards us. They appear as single entities at first, crawling beside each other in piggish anticipation. But as they push against one another, they merge into a singular mass, driven forth by nothing more than greed, chasing
Dude, I had to drive
through hallways and nearly into the abyss.
Fucking hour tomorrow. Actually,
Having swung to safety, we're not out of the woods yet.
yeah, let's
because
just walk
another
on
bout of
mine.
Hunger hit 6, and as always, it's worse than the last.
We're already
Passing into
here.
the dining room, we stumble across a gnome offering a sausage to eat, but sadly, our desire's too great. A sausage won't cut it. Despite being our friend, we consume the gnome, and by this point, it's impossible not to compare 6 and the guests we've been avoiding. They are also driven by an insatiable hunger, eating animals and children alike. Something that initially seems ghoulish and insane is now
So yeah,
within reach for 6.
we're going to be mainly tomorrow. I think what we're going to do, because if we're going to hit net zero today, is do Hollow Knight
I thought that was worth pointing out. He looks like a fun guy.
for
Anyway, remember earlier when
tomorrow's
I bear
stream,
the leeches in mind?
like for the
Now
most
we see
part.
6 acting much the same, slinking
Dude,
about in
nope.
the shadows, draining the life of innocent beings when needs must. But with that, we're done in the guest area, and following the lead of the mysterious woman, we take the lift to her
So,
personal quarters.
when we do that,
The location's
hopefully we don't crank up the deaths, but I haven't been playing it in almost a week and a half.
Following this swan song, we enter a
So, you know,
multiple mannequins to find the lady
gonna be really hard
in front of broken mirror.
and I get my ass fucked while playing.
Almost like Sadako in the Curse videotape. Notably, every mirror in her quarters is broken. Couple this with her mask, and we can assume she either won't or can't look at her own reflection. Either way, we gotta sneak behind her, and after our earlier encounter with the janitor, we're conditioned to expect the worst. Each crooked plank had me clutching my pearls as we journeyed across and into her boudoir to smash a vase and grab a key for the exit. This causes the lady to stop singing immediately as we hide under the bed and anticipate her arrival, but she never comes, which means we've got to hype ourselves up to leave safety and try to grab the key. Slowly walking past her dresser to find it empty.
You know, honestly, I think
using said key, we enter an abandoned wing.
I'm gonna probably need to go to bed.
Which serve to trick you in the darkness.
Thinking about it.
Exactly like the kimono woman, and ultimately, it's not just our mind playing tricks.
I know today's stream kind of fucking sucked, but just thinking about it, I do need to go to bed earlier than usual, because if not, we're going to have a little bit of an issue. So I will be catching up stream in the morning. Not in the morning. I'll be catching up my miles probably tomorrow. Let's raid to, I guess we will raid to DBK. As he is on. If you don't know who DBK is, he is a Japanese streamer from Texas. So when you go over there, tell him hello.